All right, working on this 91 318, still working on the changing the transaxle fluid. I figured I'd show you one trick. If you've got the fender pan off and the gas tank's not full, what you can do to save yourself a lot of trouble, instead of trying to use this fill port up here, you can actually pop the hose off right of there's a 90-degree just nylon elbow right back here, and you pull that fitting out. And then I just use, since I mean you can use however you want, you can use a funnel, whatever, but since I buy high guard and 5-gallon buckets, this is low viscosity high guard, I just use one of these, I don't know, $4 hand pumps to pump it in there. So what I've done is I've got it filled up. I got a new filter on there, and then I went ahead and replaced the sight tube line. I've got it a little over full because it's sitting on slight incline towards the rear, and also I have not cranked it up yet to fill the filter. So I know between those two things that we're gonna lose probably about a quarter to maybe almost a ½ inch of fluid in the rear when we go out to level it. So now that I've changed the fluid, the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna clean it up. I haven't decided yet. It sounds like the gas tank is perfectly fine. There's no debris in it or anything. So I don't have a reason to really get into the gas tank, replace fittings or anything. So next thing I'm gonna do, take it outside, give it one good wash down, get all the grease off the back here where I didn't get when I was trying to clean it at night. Basically just spray it down with some soap, pressure wash it, get it nice and clean, and then we can let it dry out in the sun. And then tonight, after it gets dark, I can put it all back together. After I get done washing it, I'm gonna go figure out which one of those mower decks I like the best. That way I can stick a mower deck with this. And hopefully, if it doesn't rain tomorrow, I can mow part of the yard with it and give it a good workout and see if I like it. That remains to be seen. I've had a couple people both email me and ask questions if it was for sale yet or if it's sold. It is not sold. I haven't even put a price on it yet. Mostly because I haven't tried it out. I'm not going to sell anything that I haven't tried out and haven't put a bunch of hours, or not a bunch, but I haven't put some time in. You know, just seeing if I can find anything or ID anything that is wrong with it. So far, this machine seems really nice. You know, I don't have any problems with it. So once I get it cleaned up, get it all squared away, get it all washed up, we'll put the belly screen back on it, put all of the panels back on, and we will go from there. So I'll go ahead and do all that, and we'll come back. I may show some of washing, I don't know, and we will go from there. All right, so I know I missed a heap of steps. It's just the fact that it's almost 7:30, and if I was going to get this done in the next 2 weeks, it was going to be tonight. It's probably the only time I'm going to have time. So here it is, the 91 318 all put back together. I picked the best deck that I could find, and it's a 46-inch. It's okay, but there it is. I didn't do anything to the deck other than clean it. Engine still stumbles a little bit. Stumbles when it's cold too. I'm not really sure why. I'll have to dig into that some more. But it runs actually really, really nice. I drove it around for about 20 minutes earlier once I got it put back together. You know, I mean, like I said, it sounds nice. I think overall it's a good machine, but like I said, I didn't do anything to the deck other than wash it off. So let's go see if it'll mow. I haven't tried it yet, but we might as well try together. I did get the transaxle fluid changed. Probably need to adjust it up a little bit. Like I said, overall it sounds really nice. I did get the belly guard back on it. So the only thing I have not done that I said I was originally going to do is do the valve adjustment. And honestly, I think with the way it sounds and everything, I really don't think it needs to be adjusted. So, all right, let's see here. I do think that we need to adjust the deck a little bit. We're gonna make sure it stays pretty far up. Okay, so that's where we're gonna mow. I'm just randomly picking that. There's our test bed right there. So let's get out there. Let's see how she does. You're testing along with me, same time. There we go. Actually, that's to be expected. So that stumble on startup is to be expected on a deck that's very cold and probably has not been used in many, many years. At least 6 or 8. So let's see here, let's try it again. Oh, that's better. Let's see how she mows. how's that look? I think it looks terrible, but for a deck that... There, we'll get off. Look at it. Definitely think the middle blade is either bent, most likely bent, that would be my guess. A lot of times at auctions and stuff, they'll be using forklifts to move these things around. And a lot of times they'll bend the middle blade, but if you look at it and you get down here on the ground, you can see this area right here is lower than the others. At the same time, I mean, the 46 deck on these machines, it's a decent deck. It's not the best. I think I would seriously have to sit down and study this deck to see exactly what it needs, but it cuts. And I think with a little fine tuning, I don't think it's bent or anything. I don't think the deck shell is bent. But I think with a little fine tuning, it would be pretty good. We'll come over to the other side. Yeah, nothing looks wrong with it. Hopefully you can see that. I mean, overall, it looks pretty good. So, I'm happy with it. I'm gonna mow with it for a little bit longer and then blow it off, take some pictures, send some emails, and see if anybody wants to buy it. It's been a fun project. I'm gonna leave the seat the way it is. So let's really quick go over what it still might need. Tires are pretty good. Still needs a seat. Seat's 90 bucks. Still needs a hood emblem. Hood emblem's like 26 bucks, 25 bucks, something like that. Needs attention to the deck. I'm guessing you're going to spend blades, wheels and stuff like that. You're probably going to spend 100 bucks on the deck, getting it done right. It needs a new cover for the mule drive. Other than that, the mule drive is functional. I picked the best one in terms of functionality. Pulleys were nice and free. Other than that, no leaks that I know of, and all nice and clean. Transaxle fluid change. Looks like now that it's warm, I got to add a little bit, which that's about normal. Yeah, so overall, I really like this machine. If I didn't already have a whole fleet of them, I'd probably keep it and do some more work to it. But oh, I did notice one thing when I was putting the headlights back in and the hood on. The headlight over here on this, and the headlights are not hooked up. I'll need to fix that. This headlight over here is a little loose in its socket. It doesn't like to stay in. Something to note. That's pretty common. Like I said, I haven't hooked the headlights up. We can, but I just haven't bothered. I already melted it, go figure, because it was trapped under there. That's pretty common to get them trapped under there. So I'll let that cool off, then I'll break it all apart, and then I'll have to hook it up. So, what you see is what you get. You know what I've done to it? You know the history of it? I'm pretty upfront about what it needs. Oh, it could use 4 new hydraulic couplers too, or hydraulic plugs. I think those are like $3 a piece. So, doesn't look like it's ever had a blade or a front attachment on it, based on there's nothing up here that indicates that there's any wear. The former owner did paint quite a bit, but there's no indication of just wear in that little area right there, so that's nice. But yeah, it actually powered through a lot of this grass over here, the taller stuff, and where I kind of pile it on itself. It actually powered through that pretty nice. Normally, if there was any engine problems, it would make it, they would be pretty apparent right then, because it would definitely bog down and probably smoke a little bit. I didn't see any smoke. I'll have to go back and look at the video. Pretty good about checking those things. But so I think the 91 is done. If you're interested in buying it, drop me an email. I mean, obviously, if this video is 2 years old, chances are the tractor's probably gone. But the next couple weeks, drop me an email and we'll go from there. So thanks for watching.